Welcome back to the channel. Wow, we're having a good time here over at Brad's. Just had lunch and we've been sitting underneath the shade tree for 2 hours talking. Here, I'll clean that screen off for you. But anyways, hey, let's look at the tractors. There's a really good amount of high quality tractors. Well, because I'm a little biased, but we'll start out with a good one. So all the big 4-wheel drives here, whether it's an Oliver, which is actually a Minneapolis Moline, but are all one guy. It's my friend Ken Brown's. He actually farms with these. But anyways, so is this a 69 or 70? 70. Yeah, it should be a 70 if it's a Plainsman. So this is like the heritage model of the A4Ts. Was Plainsman. Of course, yep, the motor's been, I don't know if it's original or added onto or whatever, but it does have, the auxiliary pump on there for it. But 23 130s. So yeah, this one has fenders on it, including the 5 stars. So this one does have 3-point hitch and PTO. So she's all deluxed up, I guess. So, and obviously he's changed the fuel tank before. But yeah, what a beast. What a beast. Big truck battery. Yeah, a couple $100 right there. That's probably what we need to put on my 950. Okay, all right, well, here's another one of Ken's. We'll start with the front. This one actually has been turbocharged, and the guy that did it is here. So this should be also 1970. Yes. So I'm hoping one or both of these ends up at the national show next year in Argyle, Michigan. So that just would go along great. So this one also has 21.3 130s on it, 23 130, yep. And has the different 3-point hitch on here, and then it has dual PTO. That's not normal. Normally so it's just a single, but that's basically off a 50 series. So yeah, it can be done. It's got a replacement fuel tank on it, but this one also has fenders on it. So again, like I say, he uses these tractors on his hay and beef farm. Come on over here, Ken. You want to talk about your tractors? Do you want to talk about your tractors? No, not really?
What do you need to know?
Anything you want to share with them. So you use these tractors in your farming operation.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you farm a lot of cows, or raise a lot of cows, I should say.
We had to unhook this one from a gigantic manure spreader and power wash it up and bring it here.
I see.
This one I bought probably 3 years ago. One of the neighbors had it and he passed away, and I bought it from the family.
Yep, I know right where this tractor came from.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Originally it was over by Minden City area.
Oh, okay. Yep. And she probably barks with that straight pipe on there and a turbo, and
it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Nice looking tractor. I mean, I wouldn't be ashamed to park it at my place. Not for sale though. This guy likes these tractors, so he doesn't sell them. So
this one we've had for years. In fact, I said if anything major ever happened to this one, I wasn't fixing it. And we broke an axle shaft.
Okay, this one was sitting in your yard the other day.
I hauled it to the woods, and it probably sat there for 5 or 6 or 7 years. And my nephew said, them things are rare enough, you really ought to fix that. And he was serious enough that he found me some axle shafts.
All right.
So she's back up and running again. We've owned this one for a lot of years. This was the second one we ever bought. The tractor's done a lot of work for us.
The first one you ever bought, is that sitting out front next to the road?
It's out by the road.
Okay,
there.
well, we can go look at that if you don't mind. I mean, I'm going to look at it regardless, but so what's this motor originally out of something else? It's got a lot of yellow on it, or
this one came from the dealership in Freeland.
Okay, Roadies, yep.
And they had pieced the motor together. Someone, the motor gagged, they traded it in.
Okay.
And then Roadies pieced together a motor.
Yep.
And it was fresh when we bought it, and we've never touched it since.
Man, Just looks like there's a lot of stuff on that motor.
Yes, she got all the updates on her.
Yes, it does. And it's one thing I was noticing, yeah, I think it was that one has dual PTO on it.
Yes, that was Scott Kramer that is here today.
Yep.
They had a dealership over there, and they actually put the dual.
Yeah, that's
PTO
kind of
on it.
that's
the
different.
The guy that had it ran a bean combine.
Okay, like a Lilston or
yeah,
something
like
similar.
It only had 540 PTO.
Oh, okay.
And this tractor only had 1,000, so they put the 2-speed on it.
Huh. Which can be done. It's a basically a 50 series that right back there. So, yeah. Or you know, a very late 900.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Something kind of interesting.
Okay. We like interesting.
Here's one way you can tell a late model from an early model. This is the way
That's the
early models.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter.
And
it's got them like plastic bushings in there.
This is the lighter.
Yes, this is a heavy duty. So my 950 down there has the lighter 3-point hitch on it. So, but yeah, this is to be the heavy duty 6,000 pound lift capacity. This is a whole lot better system, you know, where it has a yoke, you know, a fork, you know, lifting that way instead of all the weight being on that pin. Yes, yes. So, and there's a plastic bushing in here, or polypropylene, or whatever it is inside here, and those do wear out. So, but yeah, this is neat, and it's got different.
That is off a Deutz tractor. That's
Deutz.
another one of Kramer's.
Yeah.
They were a Deutz dealer too. The guy that had it wanted them on it, so
I see.
that's what they did.
Well, it's quicker, I guess, but cool. All right. Well, you might as well walk around. We're going to talk about these tractors. Anything you know about these tractors, you know, pipe up and say something. So, whose 2250 or cases is this? Brad?
This is Brad's.
Okay, this is his loader tractor, 485 loader tractor. Yeah, it's old, but so here's a beast and a half.
This belongs to Chase Nickel.
Yeah, so big old Panther, big old Cummins in there. Man, that's a big motor.
What year approximately do you think that
Weren't
would
these
be?
built in the 80s? I could be wrong. I'm not a Stiger aficionado. I think they're cool.
These 3 hydros are mine.
Yeah. You know, he doesn't have
Most
one,
people
doesn't have 2. He's got 3 here.
Well, most people haven't seen 3 100 hydros in their lifetime.
Right, let alone
See 3 here today.
right. This one looks like it's got an 86 series cab on it. Is that what it
No,
is?
that's the original.
Okay. Oh, that's got a like a
international cab.
year.
That's like a year round.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Yeah.
still use these are our favorite tractor for a round baler.
Oh, okay. Well, you got all that.
Got that
Well,
hydrostat.
infinitive speeds. You know. So this is my ZB, which has been on the channel many times. This is, you know, kind of cool. I really enjoy this tractor. This one here is mine as well. Yeah, well, yeah. But this is one of my rarest tractors.
Yeah. How rare is that Heritage?
Well, they only know of 5 of this exact model, 950 diesel in a Heritage. This is one of the 5 that, you know, they've been trying to keep track and they know of. So officially, they really don't know how many they actually made in a red, white, and blue. You know, the 950s have made a pile of them, but and there's a pile of red ones out there too. But then the old Shark.
No.
So
Remember that on the pulling track.
yeah, there's a lot of people. So Scott was just telling me, because Scott Kramer is one of them that did a lot of work to this motor back in the day. He was just telling me the pistons they had brought in from California somewhere. So yeah, this is one of my dad's pride and joys, and he was so tickled pink to get this back in the family. So he's talked about it for years and years and years. My M670.
I want one of that.
Yeah.
It's got to be a diesel.
Yeah. Well, I got one, but it doesn't look this nice. I mean, it will.
Purple.
Yeah, it's 1970. But yeah. But yeah, this is a handy tractor, and yeah, and a diesel would be nice as well for what you do, all the hay you take off, you know.
That would be nice.
Yes, for sure. So this is one of Brad's G1000s. This one, is this the one that came from the same place as that last Plainsman? or is that?
That was my grandpa's right there.
This was your grandpa's. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Brad, you're right here.
From my dad.
You might as well, you know, finish eating real quick.
I can tell you a little more of the history on this one, but
Yeah. Okay.
We ran that on the farm for years. We bought it, and the engine was set up. Well, what it was a typical scored piston.
Okay.
I went through the motor. We ran it for years on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And she went down again, and she needs a crank in her, and he's got an interest in restoring it. So
Yep. More
there you
power
go.
to him.
We want to see him up and running.
Absolutely. This is the one was back in the weeds, was it? This is that
That's
one.
the one.
Boy, it looks a
you've
lot
been
better.
wanting for years.
Yeah, I had this tractor bought for not very much. And I was hooking the trailer up, and I called Ken. Hey, I'm on my way. Oh, he says I got some bad news, and well, it's all right. You know,
It's all right.
it works
She's
on the
gonna-
end. It
she's
stayed in the
gonna-
family, which is more important.
Yep. She's gonna
Plus,
do it
it's
for
one
now.
less project that I had to do.
now
So
that Spinnaker sticker in the front, is that where it would have came from?
that's.
think.
I would assume that. Where's that at? Wildcat Road. Oh, down to Jetto. That's just a little itty bitty burg. Yeah, Wildcat Road.
I
Okay.
didn't notice that until I power washed it last night.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool. I don't think I've ever seen that sticker.
No.
Yeah, that is kind of neat. No, it's not kind of. It's real neat. So this is one you're working on. Sam, you probably notice that front end. Yeah, that should look familiar to you.
This one got from over by Tire.
That's the name of the town.
Yep. It had a bad motor in it when I got it, and I got it home, and I didn't know whether to part it out or what, and came across the motor for it. So I just got it going here a month or so ago. Runs good. Got to get a hydraulic pump for it yet.
Well, it's got a pump on there.
Yeah, there's nothing inside of it. It's just a casing.
Need a grill screen too. Did you get one shipped? Get one shipped in yet for this one?
Not yet.
Yeah. Boy, she's looking nice. I mean, what you've done. So long ways to go.
It's getting there.
Yeah. So, and this one, I just love this one has just a you know, big beefy look to it. You know, with the weights, the tires, you know, everything.
This one came from the same farm that first plane.
Okay. Yeah, this is the one I tried to buy, and he didn't want to sell anything, and I didn't get, you know, escorted with a gun or anything off the property, but it was getting close. But yeah, this is a beast with them big tires in the front, you know, on the nose, you know, the dual cones on there too.
So this one, Kramer sold this one new.
He did. Okay.
Yep, this is the only Vista they ever sold new.
Oh, that's neat too.
Yep.
Too bad they don't have the dealer sticker on there.
Well, it kind of does. I switched to metal. It's actually on the other one. It's
Oh.
got the Kramer sticker on.
Oh, okay.
I did get some remade.
Yeah.
I just haven't got them on yet.
Was it on the side? Oh, right here.
Yep.
Oh, yes. There you go. Palms, Michigan. So, yeah, that is so neat. So, all right. This is John's 1750 gasser. We'll walk around this one. But, yeah, it's coming along. Looks like he's still doing some work to it. Comes out of Dom's. Is that in Pigeon or Cass City? Pigeon. Pigeon. Yeah, it does say Pigeon on there. So, okay. Has a 3-speed in it too. That's neat.
Yep.
Yeah, rollover plow here. What do they call that? Slat mold boards or muck mold boards or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool too. Yeah, Mike's Jetstar 3 Super. Is Mike coming today?
He was here this morning.
Oh.
He left just before you got here.
Oh man, did he
I
bring?
think
Did
he's
he?
coming back though.
Oh, did he bring his dad?
I
I really have to talk to his dad.
don't think he did.
Okay. Well, anyways, this is a friend of ours, Mike Justice, owns this. His dad actually worked for Minneapolis Moline. So I really like to talk to him. He's getting up there in years, and I don't know how much talking he actually does, but yeah, this is their tractor. This is their, you know, one of the family tractors, so it's Pride and Joy. Looks to be a 67 or 8. I could run the serial number, but it's really not that important. So, but all right, 806 diesel. Is this yours, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I purchased this down south of Sandusky. I'm the 4th owner of it, or I'm sorry, the 3rd owner of it. This was actually sold new by my great uncle Harold. They had the International Harvester dealership in Sandusky, and they sold this new.
Oh, well, that's kind of neat. So this is this one you're planning on keeping then?
I think so.
Okay.
When I bought it, the motor was set up in it, and I got it home, and I hadn't really looked it over real well yet. Pulled the hood off, and there's a big old turbo underneath there, so it was kind of a nice buy. So
yeah, I can tell the disappointment in your voice.
yeah.
All right, somebody's 66. Whose is this?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Is that your father-in-law?
My wife's uncle.
Wife's uncle. Okay. All right, that's nice. Nice looking tractor. 66 wide front. Been repainted. Pretty tractor. All right, this 1870 has been on the channel recently. Not as recently as the next tractor, but as you all know, this was a G955 Minneapolis Moline that was sold in Canada. You know, they paint them red like the cockshots out there. So, yep, this one is a cool tractor, nice piece to have. So then this beast, you know, Brad stole at an auction not too long ago. It's a good thing he has friends. Yeah, he did. He did. But it was a legal theft. So I'm really surprised somebody else didn't bid.
I know it.
You know, and that's somebody else that, you know, lives north of here. But whatever. And I'm not talking about me. It's more worth keeping a friend than it is to.
Well, the funny story.
Yeah.
This has got mismatched front tires.
Mm-hmm.
I have a G1000 Vista that has mismatched front tires.
Yes, with the same tread.
Find out they came from the same farm.
Oh, really?
Yep. So they
So you gonna switch them back?
eventually, yeah.
Made them up correctly?
Yep. So we found out that the dad owned this one and the boy owned the Vista.
Yeah. So this tractor was not running at the sale, had some really huge duals on it. So, and now you have it running. So you changed the pump. I know you put a different pump on there and got her running. So how's she run?
It runs fantastic, but it's got low oil pressure. Gonna end up having to drop the pan, I think, and
with some new rings in her, or bearings in her. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. So,
yep. But it does run good. It runs, drives great. Everything seems to work. So.
Yep. I'm glad you got it. So is my wife. So, yep. Pretty cool. Yeah, real easy to change the PTO on these. Okay, well, Ken, it's your turn to talk. You got this big old beast. You haven't had this one all that long.
No, I've had it for about a year. I bought it from a guy in Lennon. His name's Mike.
Mm-hmm.
The motor was set up. Mike really was hesitant about selling it, but he was having some medical issues and didn't know if he'd ever be able to get it running again. And he kind of figured I would, so I bought it from him, and she's back up and running here.
Got a new tire I see back there.
Pair of new tires on the back. Mike, I sent him a video of it running again.
Yeah.
He was thrilled to see it running, and I invited him here today. Said, if you're able to come, I'd like you to come, and I'd like you to drive it in the tractor parade.
Yeah,
He's not here yet, but I've got my fingers crossed.
Well, he's got time to get here.
Hoping he'll be here. He'd love to take her for a drive again.
Absolutely. That cab's got some new paint on there. I heard from somebody else that you didn't do that.
No, that was my daughter's work.
All right.
Because me and painting are not friends.
I see.
I do not like painting at all. So.
Yep. Clamp on duals. Yeah, it's a good looking tractor. You gonna push silage with it? Oh, it's got a Minneapolis Moline quick hitch on it too. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So this is another, you know, she's got a lot of options on this one too, 3-point and PTO. So, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, she's gonna push silage this fall.
Yeah.
12-foot blade.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, and I'll bring the camera along.
Now this is the very first one we ever had.
Yeah, flat nose.
My dad bought it. It was 3 years old.
Yeah.
So it's been on our farm for 49 years.
Mm-hmm.
And you can jump in her and go to the field. My daughter Kennedy's running around here. She's this is her baby.
Right. So
she does all the field work. So
we'd have better luck, buying your left arm than we would buying this tractor, wouldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I totally understand. There's some people out in this world don't understand, the love we have for certain tractors. They become like family members, and some people don't understand that, but it's just the way it is. There's certain things you go up there and grab. That was, your dad touched that steering wheel how many times? He went up them steps. So there's just little things. Well, this one has PTO and 3-point as well.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete. You got the Cadillac at A4Ts around here. All of them. So what do you got for inside tires there? Them look pretty big.
23 130s. The outside are 16 938.
Okay.
We just put the inside ones on about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
The 2 rear ones were original tires yet. So
Lots of work. We know that, don't we, Jake? This one's turbocharged as well?
yes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Originally, Roadies in Freeland sold it.
Okay.
Ended up over by Caro,
Uh-huh.
and my dad bought it from them.
I see.
The original price of this was $16,500.
You spend more than that on a lawnmower nowadays. The bigger lawnmowers, I
They
mean. But,
bought the duals separately.
oh boy.
When we bought it, the duals had never been put on the tractor yet.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, Ken, you got another interesting piece here too. We got to show that it isn't Minneapolis Moline, but that doesn't mean it can't be interesting. Ooh, big truck battery on there. Let's take a little walk. Action. All right, there, America. So Ken, you brought this big old hunk of yellow iron. So tell me about this thing. What is this?
It's a 1200 case. I bought it for the crane.
How far will that thing reach?
I think it'll go about 36 feet.
Yeah?
I bought it for the crane. When I seen it in the ad, I thought it was one of them Mississippi Road Service tractors.
Okay.
I get there and look, and it's a case.
Yeah.
So really didn't.
It's a case 1200, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1200. That's got 4-wheel steering.
So a crab steer, right? Yeah.
And
Just like the ag tractors.
I believe the power company bought it new and had this all set up.
Mm-hmm.
They had a set of duals on it for getting into low areas.
Yep, into the swamp.
And it had an auger on it at one time.
Oh, did it really? See, in that top section of boom, is that fiberglass?
Fiberglass, so it's insulated.
Yeah.
But yeah, the power company originally had this.
Yeah, that is so neat. Then it's got a big old winch on the back. Mm-hmm. And I see green paint on here. Is it military, or just that was the primer, or don't know?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Mm-hmm. That is cool. So
The 504 engine. They originally had a I want to say 460 some cubic inches,
okay.
but when they turboed them, they wouldn't last.
I see.
And you find a lot of these with bad motors. Well, someone bought it and put the 504 with a turbo on it.
Yeah. It's just neat.
We use it for picking cabs off tractors and
Yeah, but how often do you do that?
setting beams, and
You're
you'd
right.
be surprised how often we're setting beams.
Yeah.
Anything you need lifted, you just.
What's the capacity on that thing? Do you have any
Oh,
idea?
that's a good question.
You haven't found it yet?
I haven't found its limit yet. So.
I see. You got a huge counterweight with, the machine itself, that motor, then, the winch and everything in back there too. And it's kind of, it's got outriggers here.
Very handy though. You'd be shocked how much you
Oh,
use
absolutely.
one of these when you got it sitting there.
Heck yeah. Jake, you could retire. We wouldn't have to have you pick everything up and put it down. Do you know what this whole unit weighs? Any idea?
I don't know.
It's got to be way north of 20,000, I would say.
Oh, I would. Be
Yeah,
certain of
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. you know, them planetary rear ends and, you know, everywhere. So yeah. Then you just bought a bolt. You didn't bring the new bulldozer over?
No,
It's not still sitting in the same spot, is it?
It is.
It is.
I haven't had a chance to. I got someone that'll move it for me. But.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, we got a few more tractors to look at. Hello, dog. He is a very nice dog, just so you know. All these people, and I haven't seen him bite anybody yet. So, okay. Well, we got a Ford 600. Mm-hmm.
These two tractors I rent to People's Farm.
Okay, is that
they have been in that family as long as I can remember.
Okay.
They have
Is that the people they heard
been
last night?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. That's a nice looking bee. Mm-hmm. It's a late one. That's nice. Cool. Mike's 430. Mm-hmm. Mike, you need a dust cap. Two of them. Mm-hmm. So this is a 430 utility? Yeah, pretty low to ground.
AR job
Mm-hmm.
on style.
F12. Well, this is Brad's too. Oh, sorry, it was sitting out back.
Oh, here's one, Dan. Have
Yeah.
you ever seen one of these with suspension in the front?
Not really. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one on steel wheels. Not supposed to have steel wheels, but let's look a little closer here. There's actual part numbers I see on them hubs, but very Amish-like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and is this a Sheridan auction that you bought a few off, or?
Yeah, I believe it was Sheridan.
Yeah, it's down by
Keys are
Flint.
down by Flint.
Yeah, south of Flint. Yeah, that's right. So this is a BF. Is it a high crop? No. I don't know. With that steel wheels, this makes it look, but I don't think it's a high crop. But, huh? Interesting.
Got an engine for it, so I will one day have
Mm-hmm. Serial number should be right here. Oh, or is it the other side? I do this every doggone time. They're stamped right on top of the frame rail. Should start with an R. Is it down that side? Oh, it sure was right here. Sure was on the right hand side here, but it's stamped like right in there. Interesting. I got a friend of mine over by Vermontville that just really likes these. He's got probably 10 now.
I'll give him my number and he can have 11.
All right. They watch the channel, so.
And he can explain to us about the suspension in the front end. I'd like to hear about it.
Right. I'm just looking for that serial number still. Right on top. I was sure it was on the right hand side. Oh, there it is. I see it over there. Just the way the light was. I could see it from that side. But I can't see it from this side. Do you see it there?
Right here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, I can see it now. I can see a 3.
5
Yeah. 3 and a 5.
and 7.
Yeah, 7235. That's probably an R in front of it.
Yeah.
7235. Okay. I got my book with me. We can look it up. But yeah, pretty neat stuff here. Wow, this bee is really sharp. Roll-o-matic on the front end. Whose is this one?
I believe it's Leslie's, but I'm not positive.
Oh, okay. They were here, weren't they, earlier and left? Okay. They got it.
This is one of theirs.
Right. Oh, that could be. Yeah. Nice tires, nice seat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. So then there's a Super MTA with a custom paint job. He knows it's not the correct color, but
A lot of things customized on this.
yeah,
Andy and his grandfather did this together.
I see. Huh. It's a sharp looking tractor though. You know, that metallic color. I think I've seen this one before. But regardless, it's still neat.
I gotta check on the Sheridan.
Mm-hmm. Well, here we go. Here's the last one for today.
Runs through the front axle.
And Aaron's garden tractor. Goes a plow days with this. And he just made this cultivator for the back. What's your spacing on there?
6 inch.
Is it 6? Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just deciding whether I should go with a standard shovel or maybe a 4 inch.
Yeah.
I guess I'll find out next weekend at the Octagon Barn.
Yep. Well, if you want to see this tractor in action, go to the Octagon Barn in Gagetown, Michigan. Is that just Saturday and Sunday of next weekend? Or is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? I don't remember.
Yeah, next week, Friday, Saturday.
Friday and Saturday only. Okay, and Sunday. It's 3 days. Yep, it's worth going to. There's lots of family activities to do there. Not just tractor show. There's a huge, really good flea market. A lot of things for the kids to do. So it definitely worth going. Usually the line moves pretty good getting in, as in, you know, parking wise, and there's shuttles, so you don't have to worry about walking too far. But yeah, that's kind of neat. Always got your adjustable wrench with you. Or is that, are you using it for a spacer?
No, because when it was plowing, I raised it a little bit.
Oh, adjusting it?
Yeah,
I see.
and I didn't equal it out because first thing I'm going to do at the Octagon Barn is plow.
Yeah.
So I want to keep the
Oh, I see.
lengths the same.
I see. I see.
This side's a little bit higher. But
Yeah. Well, maybe when we have that plow day, whenever that is, I'll have to get you there so you can help everybody set up their plows.
it'll be Saturday.
No,
Saturday
I mean,
and Sunday.
No, I mean a plow day when we have it up. We're talking about having one. You're talking about having one in Brad, aren't you? And another friend of mine, somebody was having one around here, a plow day. Then I know Nate Bruce was talking about having one too.
Yeah, I don't remember who was talking about it now.
Was it? It was John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, John.
yeah, D4 John.
What's the name of your track?
So, all right. Go ahead, you can talk. You can still tell your story.
Did you get any fingers
Turbo. It's alive. I think somebody's giving me a ride down the road.
Oh, you added a step.
Getting old. A little bit of summer air going in.
Summer air.
Yeah, a little bit of summer air. Is that a Nelson muffler on there? Sounds like it leaks a little bit. One more.
right there, okay?
Probably just pull right over that dirt there. That way we don't get ran over.
Yeah.
Well, here's a special treat for you. We're gonna have 4 A4Ts, 2655s. They're gonna do a little semi parade. So not very often you see 4 of these big 585 motors running and driving. So Brad and Ken's 2655. Ken, 1970 Plainsman. And here's my kid gets to drive a Plainsman. I don't know if I've actually ever driven a Plainsman, and he's got to do it before me with Scott Kramer. That is totally awesome. Probably not the safest place to ride, Scott. Okay, we're gonna run down and get ahead of him. Probably just pull right over that dirt there. That way you don't get, we don't get ran over.
Yeah.
Yep, and a little, not something you see every day. So, I tell you what, this tractor sounds awesome. And from this vantage, I hear a horn. Her whistling in there. Man, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, if not, you can drive on the beans, right? Well, you're getting a little crop tour too.
Yep.
Soybeans are turning. Ken, he's pretty proud of his tractors, and he should be. Really neat to see all these tractors plowing all at one time, all in the same field. I hope the video, this camera is picking up the sound coming out of that tractor. It really sounds good. Just think, we're going to do an official tractor parade drive here in a little bit. All the tractors. This is about as fun though as doing this as you know, just filming these with, you know, been driving. So Jacob. the brain trust. Wow. Yeah, that was fun.
My board, you got a bigger one in.
It was good enough. All right, well, put my hat back on normal, but all right, well, we'll call this part one of this this tractor show. Man, I've been here for oh, I don't even know what time it is. This time's flying. We're having fun. Appreciate John helping me out, being my little driver for the film crew here, which I'm the film crew. Yep. But anyways, we'll call this part one of this video. I hope you appreciate, or I hope you liked the video. Appreciate you watching. See you in the next one.